Just having a look around for some mud crabs.
They're digging in there. That's how big he is. You claw going that way.
No mud crabs, but it's through these fellas that I heard about Bora Festival. I think it's the longest running Aboriginal cultural festival in Australia. I don't know if I should wear doof wear, like doof hats, because I want to respect the indigenous culture. It's hard to know where you stand or the rules as a white fella, so I'm going to go up and learn some more. Aussie culture for a white fella. What's our culture, you know? Like barbecues, beaches, beers. Most of us are bits of this and that. Crossbred mongrel. Me, I'm Scottish-Irish with a splash of Spanish, a dash of French, even a rash of Pommy. We don't really have the history, but the indigenous culture, some say go back and even relate to the ancient Egyptians. They're that ancient.
I'm actually Spanish, Italian, Filipino and Aboriginal.
And Isaac's going to explore some of his indigenous roots.
Yeah, we're a root and explore. Descendant of the Wurundjeri tribe. Hang on a second, I gotta look it up again. I always think it's like Wurundjeri. Wurundjeri.
Bit sus, mate. The Woogity Boogity tribe.
You know the Woogity
Nah.
Boogity? Hoping to learn as much as I can.
Also very intrigued about the indigenous culture, growing respect as I learn more. Alcohol-free zone, fair enough. Not to me though. Thinking about sneaking a vodka in the bloody watermelon. No sneaky vodkas. Gonna go dry. There's a lot of racism experienced around Australia, which sucks. We're pretty multicultural, so there's a lot to be racist about. Really good to see a culture being preserved, customs of the custodians ready to hit the road. Roadkill. If you roadkill it, you fill it, flame grill it. We stopped to refuel, then we saw an eagle. It was bloody heaps cool. What a bloody gene pool. We've arrived. Sadly, for those still on their way, sold out.
There's about 4,000 plus that I know about.
Check it out, your Uni's playing.
Everyone coming together, one big family. It's like a big family reunion. See family, see different families, see uncles, grandma, yeah, grandfathers, cousins, nieces and nephews. So.
Pretty special.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like all dance look like songs and dance to and stories to every dance, you know.
We're just talking about having a swim in the river down there. All the locals were down here splashing around, having a great old time. I thought it not right to pull the camera out and film them. Very thankful. As I walk around on Bora ground, because I did the drive to Laura, I thought I'd try record a live performer, capture the vibe and describe it for you, like I'm a live reporter, wearing a black and white fedora. I feel rejuvenated with a vibrant aura, because I'm really grateful that even though my face is a shade of white, they'd invite me to celebrate for a few days and nights. Awesome on this sacred site. Grateful to the elders of the land I'm standing on. Grateful for the dance and song, the values of strong family bonds. The chanting is rhythmical, the dancing, the ritual, the plants are medicinal on the land that's traditional. And maybe it's the understanding that Aboriginals have that could help us manage the damage to fix it all. When it got dark, we watched stars, spotted some that shot past, but for now we gotta go and check the rock art. Alright, so we just left the festival. We found it here, Split Rock, and now we're going to walk up, see some ancient paintings, doing some reading and learning some of the history that happened close by here. The Battle Camp Massacre, 80 Aborigines were executed. 20,000 people lived around here. So some of the spirit figures from around here was seen to bounce around like kangaroos on their long knobbed penises, and the females bouncing on their breasts. There's other ideas that the Injim were thunderstorm spirits. They made lightning with stone axes on their elbows and knees. They banged them on the rocks. I want to read more, but we've got to get up there and get back before dark.
The river and the valley and the mountains and stuff. It's a really beautiful area.
Magical. Would have all been under the ocean at some point, just big rivers flowing through here. Told you not to smoke those cigarettes over the weekend.
Yeah, should have listened.